we go. No justice, no peace.
No racist police.
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 Black lives
Matter.
Black
Lives matter.
Black
Lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black
Lives matter.
Black
Lives matter.
Black.
Lives matter.
Now my name's Jasper. I'm co-founder of this organisation, BARAC, and I was invited. As soon as I saw that the event was taking place by the two sisters, I didn't even have to know them. I said, we need to be there, we need to support it, we need to get behind it. And I'm so glad as well that the nation of Islam is with us here today. People will have their views, but I can tell you, when you're in a jam and you need soldiers to back up the cause, those are my soldiers. Those are my soldiers. What anybody else has to say about them? You're talking to Jasper. I ain't no Muslim. I don't share the Muslim faith. But I understand what solidarity means between black people. Whether it's here in England or whether it's from here to Australia or the United States. We care very much about what happens to our American brothers and sisters. They are our blood. It's not just Muslim people who feel the unma for their brothers and sisters in other parts of the country. I remember growing up watching South Africans being shot and whipped by the South African apartheid police. And I remember feeling as if that was me being whipped. My brothers being shot. And I see no difference between that day and this day today, where I see our brothers and sisters being summarily executed by the Ku Klux Klan of America. That's the outrage that we gather here today in international solidarity. And let me tell you people, there are over 25 million people of African descent in Europe alone. 80% of those don't even have passports. Thousands of them are dying off the Lampedusa coast and in Calais as you see them being left to die on the seas of the Mediterranean. And yet let one lion get shot in Africa and the whole world erupts in compassionate concern. I tell you this, if I allowed blonde Labrador puppies in little cages to drown in the Mediterranean Sea, NATO would be mobilized, the UN would meet, helicopters
Speak the truth,
emergency rescue vehicles would sweep up to those puppies and they'd save the life of a dog before they save a life of an African. Don't tell me about racism. It's international in its context. It affects me in Brixton, our people in the Bronx, our people in outside, trying to get in from Africa all over the world. And when people say we're living in a post-racial world because we've got a black president of the United States, well, let me tell you, I'm no fan of a policy of simply black faces in high places. I've seen too many black faces in high places who are too scared of their own blackness to even speak the word black. If they see you coming down the corridor, they're ducking in their office because they don't want to be seen talking to the black radical. So I don't always go with a black face in a high place. But I'll tell you what I do go, principled Pan-Africanist politics that are about building black struggle and black economy. They say I'm a dinosaur. Well, I'm a bit like a dinosaur of old, you know. They say, well, Jasper, he talks in those black cloud cliches of the 1980s. We're not living in that world anymore. We've all moved on. But yet we see that black youth suffer a 60% youth unemployment rate. Hell, that's higher than when I was a kid, and it was high then. We see black women being sacked in huge numbers because they were public sector workers and they were involved in the middle administrative strata of local authority public service delivery. All of them have received redundancy notice, and so now black women unemployment is rising up to meet that of black men unemployment, which you know has been traditionally high. Here in the United Kingdom in the last 2 years, there's been a 54% increase in black youth going to prison and jail. 54% in the last 2 years. They got a plan for us. It's called the prison industrial complex. Because you're worth more. You are worth more to them in jail than you are on the road giving problem, according to their psychology. When you go to jail, the policeman gets paid, the jailer gets paid, the judge gets paid, the probation officer gets paid, the architect who built the jail gets paid. When we go to jail, everybody gets paid except the black community. We get the pain of grief. And let me tell you, this is a racist world. That's why, if you are a first-time offender and you get arrested by the police and you've got a piece of weed in your pocket and you are black and another one over here is white,
come on,
50% more likely to get sent to court if you're black than you're white.
Yep.
And yet you're both first-time offenders. Well, that's what I call an institutionally racist society. And let me tell you, it doesn't stop there. Because if you get caught with the white man's powder cocaine, if you get caught with cocaine, you are 70% more likely to be sent to court for a trial than you are if you are white. You don't believe me? Look on Release, the drug charity's website. It's called Release. You can find their research that will tell you about this disproportionate impact. So we know about the racism here. And they may say to us, well, Brother Jasper, we don't die in the same numbers as they're dying in America on the streets.
come on.
Excuse me?
Bring it, bring it,
Excuse me? Well, we may not be dying with at the hands solely of police officers, but we're busy dying at the hands of immigration officers. We're busy dying at the hands of mental health institutions that are crippling and crucifying our people. We're busy dying from poverty. We're busy dying from unemployment and homelessness and bad health. If you're black in this country and you're born, you're twice as likely to die in your first year of birth than if you're a white baby. Is that the kind of country we want to be living in? No! To die? Let me tell you, we need to wake up and we need to stay woke. But let's not just focus in some sort of American fetishization of all things Hollywood and America. Let's not always talk about what's happening in the United States. It is important, but when you care more for what's happening in the United States than you do for your 22 million Africans who are dying right next door to you in Europe, then you've got your priorities wrong. You've got some fixation with America that is not to do with blackness, it's to do with selfishness. And that's why we're saying here today that Black Lives Matter, if it does matter, then it has to matter in Australia, it has to matter in Berlin, it has to matter in Brisbane, Bronx, Brixton. Black Lives Matter is an international movement, and we have to make it so, and we have to make it progressive. So I'm delighted to be able to speak to you here tonight. You can see our organization there.